some of you lot's favorite influencers are colorist and racist, but I mean, we can save that for another day. So I'm not entirely comfortable with posting my everyday content. Not yet anyway. It's fine if you are, nothing against that. But for me personally, I feel like by posting stuff that's completely unrelated from the things that are going on, I'm taking away people's attention, and I just feel like everyone's gonna forget very, very quickly. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing videos and content that is relatable and still keeps everyone's focus on what is going on right now. It's so easy for us to be involved in everything that's going on for like a week and then it just dissolves. I just really don't want to add to that right now. So I'm still making content, but just making content that adds to the discussion. Today's video is obviously about performative activism. I think it's something that's very, very apparent right now. It's something that we're all thinking about. It's something that people are trying to kind of like identify amongst their favorite influencers, their celebrities, people that they know, people that they're friends with. If you have any insights, if you have anything to add, then make sure you comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. The look that I'm doing today is just a very simple everyday makeup look. With no further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm just finishing off this eye now. I'm going for a very big liner look. I haven't done this in a very long time, probably since I was like 15 and going through a weird emo phase. So obviously with everything going on right now, I feel like there's a lot of pressure specifically on influencers to kind of speak out on these things. And I've seen some instances where people have kind of said or done the wrong thing and then people kind of like just go ape on them. And then after people do go like crazy on them, you see that they are like continuously posting stuff or being very selective of the things that they post, or kind of like wording things in a way that kind of puts them in the grey area. I just wanted to talk about it. What do you guys think? Should influencers speak out on like social issues and social matters? Is it for them to discuss these types of things? Why does everyone so badly want to hear what these influencers have to say? Now me personally, because I know that so many people can easily post up a picture or just make a statement or something along those lines, I don't really like pressuring people to say something on social media. I feel like if you wanted to speak on an issue, then you would. If we as like the audience are pressuring you to say something, then it's not ingenuine. You don't really care about it. You're just doing it as a way to kind of save face or like keep your followers or keep your business running. I don't really think that certain influencers should talk about social issues and social matters if you don't actually have a real education and understanding of the things that are going on, simply because you are, you know, in most cases these influencers have hundreds of thousands of followers. Now if we are getting them to falsely speak about these things, are they spreading the wrong information? Are they saying the wrong things? Are they allowing others to think that they're biased and prejudiced views are okay? And to be quite honest, like on a day-to-day basis, when things aren't crazy in this world and when things aren't going on, if something isn't like something in particular isn't dominating the news and dominating social media, then what are you following these people for? You follow these people for their selfies and their outfit pictures, lifestyle, beauty, fashion, things like that. You do have to consider, like, are these people even in the position to talk about things like this? That's just my opinion. But quite bluntly, a lot of these influencers that are very much up here, they're quite dense. I wouldn't go to their pages to find out information or hear what they have to say about protests, police brutality and everything else. That's not who I'm gonna go to. I think it's important as well for everyone to really understand that Instagram and, you know, social media is really not real life. It's so easy to, you know, portray yourself as something online and then in real life you may not be what you've been kind of portraying to the world. The flip side, it's also important to know, like, just because they're not saying something on social media doesn't mean that they're not doing things offline. So many celebrities that don't actually speak out on social media, but they are doing a lot offline. They're donating, they're protesting, they're doing so many things, but they don't post anything to their social media. In that case, then yeah, of course, you shouldn't really judge. You don't really know. I also think that a lot of these influencers have so many young followers. I see it within their comments and stuff, and I'm like, wow. Because some of them do have such a young audience, on one hand it's like, don't say anything, you're gonna screw it up and say the wrong things and teach these young people the wrong things. And on the other hand, it's like, you have such a wide following, you could help these young people care about the right things, care about things that should really matter to them and things that should be important to young people today. It's very like super double-sided. I guess it's just about knowing when someone's being genuine. I'm quite good at that. And though that may be the case, should you find that someone's not genuine, something, what do? Are you gonna completely stop supporting them? Are you gonna unfollow them on all their social media? Are you gonna, like, what are you gonna do? Or is it just a blip? After like a couple of weeks of, you know, throwing a strop at your favorite influencer that has done the wrong thing, are you gonna go back and support them? Why are you supporting them if they don't believe in and if they don't hold the correct morals, values? Like, don't you feel bad for going back to support them if you know that they don't stand for the right things? Essentially, it's like their audience or a particular group of people, or even us, me, you, whoever. It's us allowing these people with a platform to benefit and profit off of people that really they don't care about. I mean, some of you lot's favorite influencers are colorist and racist, but I mean, we can save that for another day. It's, when I think about it, it's actually the same thing as, like, you know, like supporting artists who have done some questionable things. Like, do we completely stop listening to their music? Because it is super duper hard, but really, like, you know it's just not right. For example, but it's like when Stepping in the Name of Love comes on, I mean, I see a couple of Karens dancing. It's so hard. Like, even I know that it's wrong. Don't dance, but the music is so good. Like, at what point do you separate the two? I don't know, you tell me. Sometimes I do feel sorry for these influencers though, because it's kind of like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But I think it's just about saying the right things or not saying anything at all. And if your favorite influencer isn't saying anything at all, then don't take that as offense, take that as a sign. I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Obviously, it's never that simple, it's never that black and white. But when you enter the grey area, for me, it's a bit like, move away from like influencers for a second and also consider like the people that you know. Isn't it crazy to see people that you know are outright racist, like posting the little black square? No one would ever know, and it's only the people that genuinely know them that will know that, damn, you're really not like, you're not like that, you ain't like that. It's kind of like nobody wants to be outed, nobody wants to be clocked. This black square comes up and it's like the easiest way to say, yeah, I'm not racist, not me guys. It's like the easiest thing to do, isn't it? Just to post a black square. Before the black square, I know some of these people online who never said anything about everything that's going on. But then when a very easy form of activism comes up, everyone's just posting black squares. Me personally, I know that these type of situations allow me to see a little bit deeper and a little bit clearer. Maybe even initiate conversation once this has all blown over to kind of gauge a deeper understanding. Like, was it this? Or was it this? It's also actually interesting to see the brands that choose to make a statement and choose to say something. No, as I said, I feel like we shouldn't put so much pressure on influencers to kind of say something. Do we feel the same way about brands? I'm the same. Like, I don't want to put pressure on a brand to say anything because I would rather know that you don't give a shit so that I can stop spending my money with you. Then Jackie Aina posted about the pull up or shut up movement, basically asking brands to come out and, you know, tell us how many people do you have working for you so that we can get an understanding from brands whether they genuinely care or whether they are being performative. Like, do you genuinely care or are you doing this for financial gain? A couple of my favorite brands came out and spoke, and it was interesting to see how many people of color that they had working for them. I understand in some circumstances, like location, there may be less people of color and things like that. It was still very, very interesting to see, like, you know, your business standpoint, solely business, or do you guys have an ethos? Are you just here to make money or do you care about people? A lot of people don't really care. They don't really care about a company's morals, values and ethics. Some people are literally just there to buy the product. For me personally, it matters to me. I don't want my money to go towards a company or a corporation or a business that is owned or holds racist, sexist, anything, like any sort of discrimination within their workplace, within their work ethics and values. But again, like I said, that isn't a thing for some people, which is fine. Everyone is free to spend their money how they wish. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can view this. Most of this is opinion based. There's no fact behind, you know, this type of discussion. Essentially, most of this will be my opinion, but you are more than free to share your opinion with me down below. Let me know. This isn't an attacking video. I'm not attacking anyone. I'm just simply having a conversation, and you are more than welcome to join in on that conversation. I think these conversations are very, very relevant to have at this moment in time, and it's uncomfortable difficult and awkward most of the time because you just don't want to be on the wrong side of people, especially online. And in many cases, people don't want to have these conversations because they don't want to offend the people that they see offline every day or every other day or whenever. But they don't want it to be an awkward encounter when they do see them. Me, however, I don't mind. I can dwell in a bit of awkwardness. Or honestly, I think it's just really important to have these conversations. If you're having a conversation that's awkward, then that means there's some sort of progress there. There's some sort of good that's being made out of this conversation. So I've pretty much done my face. I'm gonna go and finish it off. As usual, I use my Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. I use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer on my face. The eyelashes are also Huda Beauty lashes. They are my fave. They're called Hoodie. And the liner that I'm using is literally my all-time favorite black eyeliner. I've tried so many others that are at a higher price point. They don't even come close to this one. And it's only like £2-3 I think. LA liquid eyeliner, and it is the blackest eyeliner I've ever used. The brush is super thin and it just helps me carve out the most beautiful liner. So I'm gonna go finish off my face and I'll be back in a second. I feel so naked without my hoops, but this is the final look. This is my makeup done. It's honestly really simple makeup, but you can wear it so many places. And I decided to do this makeup look because you girls got nowhere to go. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video. Once again, you can find all of these videos on both my Instagram and on my YouTube channel. Make sure you go and subscribe because I'm trying to reach 2K subscribers and I need a little bit of help. I hope you found this video insightful. It's important to make sure that the influencers, the celebrities, the brands that you put your money into, it's important to make sure that they support you in the same way that you are supporting their brands and their businesses. So hopefully you took something away from this video. If you have any other topics or ideas for discussion, then make sure you comment them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and like this look, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!